Welcome to DeFi Crypto Today. Topic today is top 10 crypto mistakes. Okay, the point of this video is try to help people think before they invest money into crypto. I don't know why, but a lot of people make very basic common mistakes that I see over and over and over. I see similar mistakes on the stock market, so it's not just crypto. People invest in anything, and many people do very similar mistakes from market to market to market. So let's look at my top 10 crypto mistakes. All right, if we can get there. Let's delete this first. Okay, buy high and sell low. I see this all the time. Bitcoin goes up. Oh my God, I gotta buy it now. It's going up. Okay, and then they mortgage their house and sell everything they own and buy Bitcoin right now because Bitcoin's going up. Then they wake up the next day and Bitcoin went down 30%, and the bank's calling them and say, "I want you need to pay." So, and now they say, "I want my money back," and Coinbase says, "There's no refund on this." Okay. Or they go on a DeFi project, right? DeFi project X, and it's giving 3 million% interest, and the next day there's a rug pull or whatever. You know, there's all kinds of crazy things happen, and you know, it's like you have to do some research before you invest in anything, whether it's Apple stock, whether it's gold, whether it's cryptocurrency, real estate, diamonds, stamps, works of art, whatever. Okay, no matter what you invest in, do your research first. Okay. And don't just get one opinion, you know, look it up and try to find what can go wrong before you invest in. So let's look at an example, this one, Bitcoin. Okay, so Bitcoin is, everybody knows Bitcoin pretty much. And if we look at the market, well, you know, Bitcoin's been around for a while. And it wasn't worth much, just a few $100s for a while. But prices went up and down and up and down and up and down. And at some point you bought Bitcoin, let's say at $500. And then a little bit later it went down to $300. And then you panicked and you sold it and said, oh, Bitcoin is crap. I'm going to buy this thing again. And then later it went to $15,000. And then a few months later, it went down to $5,000. So you bought it at 15 and you sell it at 5 and you say, oh my God, Bitcoin is crap. I'm never going to buy this thing again. And then later this year, it went up to about 60,000, give or take. And it went down to 29,000 something. Okay. And then people said that it's crap, and now it's back to 40,000, give or take. Okay. Markets. Assets fluctuates, okay? Remember this, okay? And they go up, and they go down, and they go up again, and they go down again, and so on, okay? And that's normal, and that's how people make money. If nothing fluctuated ever, nobody would make any money with this stuff, okay? So traders want fluctuations, okay? Especially the big traders, the big whales, they love fluctuations, and they try to make the waves, okay? And they try to make idiots like me, okay, buy high and sell low, because that's how they make their money, okay? So you have to not care about the market fluctuations, okay? You have to take the emotions out of investment. Okay? Bitcoin is Bitcoin is Bitcoin is Bitcoin. Okay? We know a lot about Bitcoin now. Okay? Bitcoin's been around for several years already. Okay? It's the same old Bitcoin. Okay? There's only going to be 21 million of them. They're not going to print more. Okay? It's only going to be 21 million. So the fundamentals of Bitcoin stay the same. I don't get why people get crazy and say, oh my God, I gotta buy it now, or oh my God, I gotta sell it now. Why? It's the same old Bitcoin. You don't need to worry about it. You buy it, you hold it, and you know that as more and more people are interested in Bitcoin, more and more people will want to buy it gradually, okay? Especially the big financial institutions. They want to get their hands on this. And they already started, okay? Hedge funds already in there because they don't care. But about whether or not it's used, it's mined with electricity coming from China or not, okay? They buy it, okay, because they're the early investors in the big institutions, okay? And then you got like more careful investors like pension funds and the likes of BlackRock and Vanguard and everything that have to follow more stricter rules, okay, about climate change and so on and so forth. So they're like pushing for regulations, okay, to get Bitcoin to clean up its act and not use charcoal to be mined, okay. So they want like solar and hydropower and nuclear or whatever to produce Bitcoin. And once that is cleared up, they're probably going to invest trillions of dollars in this thing. Okay, so guess what the price of Bitcoin is going to do? The price of Bitcoin is going to go up eventually, maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, maybe not next year, but if you hold it long enough, well, it's going to go up. Just look at what happened in the past, and it's going to fluctuate. There are going to be some bumps in the road like these, okay, and like the last big one that we had this year, and that's normal. So stop panicking, okay? So if you bought it here, keep it. Wait 5 years, it's going to be higher, most likely, okay? And just bite the bullet and wait until it gets back, okay? And this applies to, very strong crypto like Bitcoin. It doesn't apply to, the latest junk coin that was minted yesterday by some guy that is trying to do a rug pull on you, okay? That's completely different. Bitcoin has been tried and tested, okay, for several years. You have other good coins, like the top 5, like you've got Ethereum and probably Cardano and so on. Just be patient, okay? And if the project is good, and if there's a utility to this project, chances are, over time, it's going to go up in value. If there's no utility, it's going to disappear. Okay, people are going to lose interest because we can't do anything with it. Right now, people like Bitcoin because they say, okay, it's a store of value that should work, against inflation over the long term. In the meantime, well, we're going to have a lot of price fluctuations. So if you are planning to buy Bitcoin, be prepared. There's going to be a lot of ups and downs, okay? And you put a part of the portfolio, not all of your portfolio, into Bitcoin. I think that's stupid because we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. And don't mortgage your house to buy Bitcoin. That's the stupidest thing, okay? Because you cannot predict the price on the short term. Over the long term, most likely it's going to go up quite a bit, Okay, a lot of financial experts think, okay, it's probably going to go over 100,000 in the next 2 to 5 years, maybe even a lot more than that. Some predict 200,000, 500,000, who knows? Okay, maybe it's not going to go there, but the chances are pretty good because the market is opening and people are starting to open up about it. So don't go nuts when prices go up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. That's normal. That's the crypto market. Stock market as well. You can buy Apple shares today and the next day they drop $50. You don't. What are you going to do? You can't do anything about it. You can't call Tim Cook and say, I want my money back. It's not going to give you your money back. You're a shareholder. Okay? Live with it. All right. Next topic. Buying the newest junk coin. You buy on the hype. I've seen a lot of that lately. Let's see. What do we have here? Not this one, this one. Iron Finance Ice. I made 2 videos about this one already. Boom. Okay, and that's just today, right? Yeah. In the last 24 hours. You went from nothing to even less than nothing. My God, what a project. Let's go for the 30-day price. Okay, you see it was around, how much was it? 28.70 at the max, okay, on the day that it launched, okay? And practically immediately it dropped like a stone, okay, it lost about 80% of its value in 48 hours. And it remained extraordinarily low, and even if we look in more detail, we still see a downward trend every single day. And even the last day, you see it crashed even further, if that was possible. If you look on this side here, you see it lost 99% of its value, 99%. Okay? If it was possible to short this thing, would have made a fortune shorting it. Why? Why did this happen? It has no utility. It's just hype. Okay? What do you do with it? Okay, they had some liquidity pools, okay, that were giving fantastic interest for a very short while. And all the interest was minting these ICE tokens by the millions, like this. And soon people realized that there was no value to it. And this is what happens, okay? This was just hype. And the project was basically half-baked when it re-emerged, okay? They already had a crash less than a month before. And they for some reason they rushed. I don't know the motivation. Maybe some investors told them, hey, I want to get my money back, so I lost too much last time, help me and get me my money back, so rush and do something. So they created this project. I think that's what happened, something like that. They got rushed to deliver, and it just flopped. It just flopped. I mean, it looks dead right now. Just look at the volume. You had millions and millions of tokens transacted at the beginning, and now you're trying to find. Look at the total value. Okay, $1,561 per day now. The total volume. It's like what, one or two guys bought and sold tokens a day. What is that? Very sad. I mean, I'm laughing, but it's sad. I mean, the programmers probably spent some time trying to revive this thing. And whoever invested in this is probably, biting its forehead right now. But you know, don't go for hype. Check the project out. Does it make sense? Okay, when I looked at it, I said, well, how they're generating revenues? They claim to have the lowest swapping fees on the market. Okay, that's nice, but you need to generate revenues somehow. Okay, if you're not charging for swapping, and you're not charging for this, and you're not charging for that, okay, you're not going to survive very long. And you know, you saw it died like within a week, and still dead, hasn't revived it. So don't go for hype. It's silly. Okay, another project that I find absolutely ridiculous. Okay, it's this thing here, Baby Doge coin. And which Baby Doge? I mean, it's ridiculous. Look at this. If you type Baby Doge, okay, there's like half a dozen of them. Okay, what is that? You can literally call, copy anybody's token name and whatever, okay? People will fall for it. Oh yeah, Baby Doge Billionaire. I'm sure that's the best one. Now, okay, let's look at this a little bit more closely, okay? So we've got this Baby Doge coin here, right? And the value per coin is 0.000000001667. Okay, that's less than 1 billionth, okay, of a cent of a dollar. Okay, 1 billionth of a dollar. And how many of these are they making? Okay, these are not billions. These are not trillions. These are quadrillions. This is 420 quadrillion. Okay, it's a ridiculously large number. If by magic, because it's not possible, if by magic the Baby Doge coin would go up to a penny in value, okay, the total supply, okay, would be worth more than the world's economy. Okay, that would be like $420 trillion or more. Okay, I mean, it's a ridiculously large amount. Okay, it's totally inconceivable. Okay, there's no way in hell that this thing is going to go up to even a cent. Okay, no way. So why the hell are people investing in this crap? Okay, and just because it's got a cute little dog there, I mean, come on. There's no value to this, okay? Look, it was pumped here, okay, like probably, I didn't check because I don't want to spend too much time on this shit. It was probably pumped up all over the social media to reach like this amount. I'm not even going to try to pronounce it. And then it crashed, okay? It lost like 72% of its value in like 2 weeks, okay? You know, this is worthless. Don't waste your money on this stuff, okay? It's probably going to disappear, okay? The promoters probably, okay, try to sell you this crap around this time, okay? And you know, they rug pull you, okay, and then they're going to disappear. You're never going to hear from them again in a matter of weeks, okay? And same with all the other stupid little Baby Doge here, okay? There's no way any of these are going to make anybody any kind of money except the promoters that are thieves. These are thieves, okay? You want to know? These are thieves, okay? Don't put your hard-earned money in these projects. I'm not gonna mince words, okay? the people that are doing this are crooks and thieves and evil. Okay? It doesn't matter if regulators come around and say these are banned or whatever. There's still going to be some people somewhere on the planet that are gonna, at some point, that are going to try to push this crap. So, you know, buyer beware. Okay, be aware of these things before putting any money and your trust in this. Okay, it's useless. Okay. Those are people trying to scam you. Okay? Let's go back to our list. Another bad idea is trading too often. Look, Binance, Coinbase, FTX, and so on, they love people that trade a lot. That's how they make their money. Okay? They make billions and billions and billions of dollars every year on trading fees, and they want you to be very active. So they're gonna have all these systems, okay, to make you trade and trade and trade and trade. Look, unless you're an experienced trader and you really know what you're doing and you've been trained on this and you had a mentor that showed you, okay, guy, this is the way you train, this is the way you trade, okay, and this is how you make money, and this is how you lose money, and so on. Okay, then, all right. You know, become a day trader. That's cool. But unless you master the trading game, you're going to lose a ton of money. And not just by buying high and selling low, which is probably going to happen, but also in a lot of fees. Okay, you're going to pay a percentage of every trade you make. Okay. Binance, Coinbase, FTX, and all those nice people, that's how they make money. Okay, they want people to trade often, and they're going to design all kinds of products and services to help you trade more. Okay, and again, unless you've got the experience in doing this, this is not for you. Okay, if you want to gain the experience, well, read books about it first. Okay. And try to get some free trading services, okay, that help you learn how to trade, okay, with past data, okay, or mock trading, okay. Look at those first and get your feet wet like that, okay. Figure it out first, okay, before you risk your own money, or your father's money, or your mother's money. Okay, but learn how to do this. And if you're not planning on becoming a day trader, don't do this. Just don't. Okay, you're wasting money. Okay, you should. There are two strategies. Okay, you can have. Okay, is like you buy and you hold, the hodlers. Okay. By the way, if you don't know what HODL stands for, it's hold on for dear life. So, yeah, for instance, if you think Bitcoin is going to hit $100,000 in 5 years or so, well, just buy it anytime you want and forget you even have it and leave it there. And in 5 years, look at the price again. Okay? You save a ton of trading fees. What I prefer to do is, what I'm recommending at number 4 is farming. Okay? If you don't farm, you're losing a lot of passive income. I made a lot of DeFi videos already. Okay, check out my last one about my top 10 DeFi protocol on Polygon. Okay, those are places where you can buy your Bitcoin, you can buy Ethereum, you can buy USDC, you can buy whatever, and you park it there. Okay, you go, for instance, on Balancer, on Avi, on Curve, or whatever, and you find like pools that you like, and you deposit your tokens there. You can take them out anytime you want. This is DeFi; it's not locked forever, and you earn passive income. You can earn some really good income. You can earn 2, 3, 4, 5% on average. You can earn like 20%, 100% even on balancer. Be careful, there's some impermanent loss risk on some of these pools. Okay, but right now balancer has a stable coin pool that gives almost 20%. Stable coins don't have impermanent loss. And balancer is a relatively low risk project. You know, that's my favorite one. So I'm making 20% on my coins. I can sleep at night because there's no chance, very little chance it's going to lose any money. Okay, and it's earning me income. Also, if I find a bargain somewhere, like let's say, I don't know, let's say Bitcoin drops to $5,000 tomorrow. It's at 40 right now. At 5,000, you know, that's the best bargain in town. Okay, then I would take money out of my balancer that would be in stable coins, for instance, and I'd take some of that and I'd buy Bitcoin, because now Bitcoin's at a great price. Okay, and I could take that same Bitcoin and deposit it, you know, on some pools and earn income on it also, while I'm waiting for it to hit 100,000 and maybe in 5 years. Okay, so think about that. Okay, I think it's a mistake not to farm your tokens. Okay, what are they doing sitting in your wallet? Okay. All right, next one. Going all in. I keep hearing that everywhere, and I'm like, what's wrong with these people? I'm going all in on Bitcoin. I'm going all in on Doge. Okay, there was this guy, I'm sure he's pretty famous now. I don't have his name in mind right now. And oh my God, he put everything he had in Bitcoin. He borrowed money. He invested in Bitcoin. For a while, that went well. He made a couple $1 million out of this, and then, you know, like the rest of the market, Doge crashed, right? Maybe it's back up a bit now, but well, it's like, you know, you go from, I think he had like at some point $2-3 million worth of Doge, and then it went down to half of that or something. That's not a good idea. Don't do that. Okay, you don't go all in on project X, on token X, or on stock X, or on anything. Okay, it's not because it's crypto, it's just basic rule of investing. Okay, you diversify to reduce your risk. Okay, you take some assets that have less risk and some assets that have a little bit more risk, and you try to spread the risk. Okay, to reduce the chances of losing everything. Okay, especially Bitcoin. Bitcoin is super volatile. Okay, and that's why I keep talking about stable coins and stable coins and stable coins, because they're stable. They fluctuate, but not as much as Bitcoin. They have tiny fluctuations most of the time. Okay, most of the time you hardly see a fluctuation reaching 1%. They're usually less than 1% on stable coins. So the chances that they're going to go drop 50% in value is much reduced. Okay, and you don't put all your money in Bitcoin. Some people think Ethereum is going to be the #1 later, and I tend to agree with them, because Ethereum is extremely useful. The use case for Ethereum is fantastic. It's used by millions of people on hundreds of protocols. Okay, it's extraordinarily useful. Okay, so you know, have some Bitcoin, look into Ethereum, look into other, you know, strong projects. Okay, and find projects that have some value, that give you that resolve a problem. Don't buy the next dog or cat or fish or bird token that's going to come out. Okay? Find something that solves a problem. Okay? There are like projects that provide DeFi insurance, for instance. That solves a problem. Okay? They insure against rug pulls, and they insure against stable coins losing their pegs. You know, that's useful. If you got millions of dollars invested, okay, you probably want insurance. You don't want to lose all your money, right? Okay, because you probably, if you got a huge portfolio, chances are you got shareholders or family members that you know, that you're managing for, and you don't want to lose their money, right? So diversify. Don't put all your money on the same coin. Don't put all your money on one single DeFi project. Okay, spread the risk. Okay, try to find different grades of returns, different grades of risk. Okay, and try to put the bulk of your assets in things that have less risk. Okay, and do your research. Okay. All right, next one. Okay, not understanding where the farming yield is coming from. So we talk about farming, okay, which I think is essential, okay, if we want to generate passive income, and I think passive income is one of the best things that we can aim for. However, we have to understand how they're paying us. Okay, so on most projects, if you go on Bouncer, for instance, okay, and they'll tell you, okay, they have a trading page, okay, where people can trade their Ethereum for USDC or for Bitcoin or whatever coin they want, okay, and they charge a small percentage, and they take that small percentage and they distribute those amounts to the investors and the liquidity pools, okay? And then on top of that, they reward you with bonus tokens. Sometimes they give you Matic and Balancer coins, okay, BALs. So you know where it's coming from, okay? You know that the BAL is going to go up and down in value. You know Matic is going to go up and down in value. Do you like that or not? Okay. If you believe in BAL, if you believe in Matic, then you know where it's coming from. Okay. If you look at the project that we talked about earlier, ICE from Iron Finance, well, the fees were ridiculously low. Okay, that's nice when you want to invest, but it's not so good when you want to get a farming yield. Okay, because then most of the yield came from the ICE token that kept whose value kept shrinking and shrinking and shrinking and shrinking in front of our very eyes. So the investors became the yield. Okay, you ended up taking all the risk, okay, and basically it became like a Ponzi scheme. Okay, the only way that they were able to give you anything is if more people kept investing in it. Okay, that's the only way it managed to survive, even if it survived only for a couple of days. So avoid that. Okay, learn where they're making their money and how they're distributing it to you. Okay, read the documentation on the protocols. You go on the website and you look for the docs. There's usually a button that says docs. If there isn't, that can be a problem. Okay, and so check for that. It's very, very important. All right. Now, other mistakes people have is that they're not using a very strong password on their wallets. Okay, we're talking like wallets like MetaMask. Okay. And if you don't even use that and you only have an account at Binance or Coinbase or FTX or whatever else central exchange, and your password is password, you're gonna get hacked. Okay, get a long password, long password. Okay, make it something that you can remember, but make it like a sentence. Okay, I love my mom because she's beautiful. Okay, that could be a password. Okay, special characters between each word or something. Okay, if you do something long, okay, that you can remember but that's difficult to guess, that's a lot easier. And if it's very long and complicated and whatnot, and then use a password manager. Okay, like 1Password, for instance. It's an excellent product. Also, write it down and keep it in a safe place. Okay, why? Because, well, maybe you have a lot of money in there. I don't know, maybe you have $5,000, $10,000, $100,000 or more in your wallet at some point. Maybe not when you start, if you're young and you're just putting like $20 a month into this, but it doesn't matter. At some point, okay, if you have good investment strategies and if you invest regularly, at some point it's going to become a sizable amount. Okay, you don't want to lose it. So write it down on a piece of paper and put it in a safe place, and maybe 2 or 3 safe places. If you've got a safety deposit box at the bank, put it in an envelope and stuff it in there. Okay, or have a safe at home with a combination lock. Okay, and hide it in there. Okay, it's money. It's worth money. Okay. All right, so we're talking about that here. Also, your wallet has not just a password, but also a secret passcode, if most of the time. Okay, so your secret passcode could be like 12, 16, 24 words, okay, that look random. Print them out or write them down. Okay, don't just keep that in your computer. If your computer breaks, you'll lose it. Okay, that happened to a lot of people. So always write the passcode on a piece of paper, and maybe 2 or 3 pieces of paper, and put them in different safe places. Okay. All right. Next one, spending too much on fees. We're talking a little bit about trading fees, but there are a lot of other fees. What is this? Gas fees. Right now, if you trade a lot on Ethereum, well, you probably noticed that the gas fees are pretty high. Okay? It's very easy to spend hundreds of dollars in gas fees on Ethereum at the moment. And unless you have a really big portfolio, we're talking like, I wouldn't invest regularly on Ethereum like on a daily basis unless I had at least $10,000 to invest there. Okay, and probably a lot more. Okay, now try to find, and that's why I prefer using Polygon, because the gas fees are extremely small, and I can trade all day. I can invest. I can take money from one pool to another pool and whatever. I can collect my earnings on various pools and redeposit them, even if it's like a couple of dollars here and there. Doesn't matter, because the gas fees are very, very small. Also, watch out for deposit and withdrawal fees. These scam DeFi projects that charge you 4% to deposit, and sometimes a lot more, like 10%, and they have withdrawal fees as well, and so on. Watch out for that before you invest. Okay, look at the documentation. Read the small print. Okay, you can lose a lot of money. They're going to charge you 4% here, 5% there, and at the end they promise you 1,000%, and their coin drops like a stone, right? And you lose everything. So no, watch out for that first. All right, next one, which is one of the most important things, is not investigating the risk of the project before you invest. So In many of my videos, I talk about these websites that help us get an estimate, get an idea of how risky the project is. So let's have a quick look. So we got Rockdock here. They evaluate hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of projects. Okay, here we got Blockfi, which is considered low risk, and so on. And this one, Reaper Farm. Okay, the Grim Reaper here. Where do they come up with these stupid names? High risk. What does that mean? Well, okay, what do they say? There's many contracts and a readable proxy that can be used for malicious purposes behind a 5-day time lock. Team member claim is KYC by Phantom project, blah, 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 blah. But we have no way of verifying that. See, there's a lot of doubts, okay? These guys at Rockdock, okay, can smell a rotten fish a mile away, okay? So, if they say it's high risk, very good chance the promoters will take your money and run at some point. So, don't invest in high-risk projects. Check out Rockdocs. They have hundreds and hundreds of projects. If we remove this here. High risk, another. There's a lot of high-risk projects. This one is medium risk here. And that's still very risky. Okay? So, high risk, medium risk, avoid them. Chances are there's probably a very good chance you're going to lose money. And then you have those that are not eligible, like this one, WWF Finance. It's probably not the real WWF. Okay, then it's not eligible for various reasons, probably because they have no contract linked yet, no contract address mentioned. Okay, I mean, if you cannot read the contracts, okay, the contracts are the programs that run the show, okay? If these guys cannot find the contracts and read them and tell you, okay, the contracts are good or not good, don't put your money there, okay? That's what that means, okay? So, not eligible, don't put your money there. Medium, don't put your money there. High risk, yeah, put your money there. No, don't put your money there. Okay? Try to find the lowest risk. Okay, so this one is some risk, so that's kind of manageable risk. But if it's like Kool-Aid Finance, if it's a very, 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 very new project, I would wait until there's a lot of money invested there, and by a lot of money, I'd say about $100 million. Don't be the first person to get scammed, okay? There are lots of people that don't care about risk or don't know about risk, okay, that are ready to invest in all kinds of projects like these, okay? Let them risk their skin first, okay? And if you see that there's, 100 million or more in a project, and the project's been around for several months already, and it's got some pools that interest you, okay, start with, a little bit of money, maybe 1%, 2% of your portfolio, and see how it goes, okay? Dip your toes in the pools, okay, don't plunge in, okay, unless you know what you're doing, okay? I mean, look at this, okay, there are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of projects. Almost half of them are scams, okay? There are lots of them that are very risky, okay? Even if they're not scams, they are very risky, okay? So be careful, okay? So you check on Rockdock, you check on DeFi safety. In my personal opinion, I find that DeFi safety has the toughest requirements, okay, for their ratings, okay? And start with those that have the highest the best safety rating, okay, or the lowest risk rating. Okay, start with the dark green projects. To be honest, most of these are going to be on Ethereum because they've been around longer. But some of them, like Bouncer, which I talk about in quite a few of my videos, are available also on Polygon. And my feeling is that quite a few projects that are on Ethereum eventually will open up on Polygon as well, simply to help people, because a lot of people complain about the high gas fees on Ethereum. So we got Bouncer here, got AV here that are also on Polygon. And these are very, very good ratings, okay? These are still pretty good, okay? So you see, there's a lot of choice, okay? Stick to the green stuff when you do your evaluation. Also, check out some various auditing firms, okay, like Certic is the example I use all the time. You can search the project name in here, okay. You can also look at, oh, baby Doge, wow, high risk. How about that? We just talked about it. Okay, I don't know if it's the same baby Doge, just too many. But this one, confirm high risk here. That doesn't sound good. Oh, AnySwap got exploited. Oh. Okay, check these things. Okay, check the news about, okay, which project is dangerous, which project got pulled a scam on people, which program could be scammed or could be hacked into whatever. And then check projects that have a good rating. Okay, and start exploring these things and see, oh, okay, maybe I should check Pancake or Aave or whatever. Okay. All right. So, and don't just look at one website. Okay. Look at Certic, look at DeFi Safety, look at Rockdog, because sometimes you have projects that are not available on, not rated in one website, but they're and some projects are rated on all websites, but you're going to see that the ratings vary considerably. Okay, so try to read the reasons why one website considers project X to be better than another website. Okay, so look at, always try to find the bad news first before you invest, and not after you invest and say, oh my God, what did I do? So this way, you know up front what the risks are. Okay, so you say, okay, I like PancakeSwap, it's got some nice pools, Certic says it's great, Rockdog says it's great, but DeFi Safety says yeah. So and it's been around for a while, and so they don't look like they're gonna have a rug pull anytime soon, so you can risk a little bit of your money there. Don't put all your money there. Okay, don't put all your money on any single project. Spread your risk. Okay, you should have like even if you have a smart portfolio, because of the low gas fees on Polygon, you can afford to spread. You know, even if you only have, like, let's say $500. Okay. You could put a couple $100 on Bouncer, a couple $100 on Aave, let's say, and then maybe $50 on PancakeSwap and $50 on I don't know, DeFi. Okay, so this way you can take advantage of higher rates on Pancake, let's say, and not risk all your portfolio if Pancake gets hacked. Okay, so and use Polygon because the gas fees are a lot lower. Actually, Pancake is not on Polygon, it's on Binance, but the fees are reasonable. Okay, it's higher. Fees are higher than on Polygon, but it's still it's usually less than $1. So consider that when you make your investments. All right, there's one more risk that I forgot to talk about. Don't. Okay. Keep all your assets on centralized exchanges. What do I mean by that? That's actually pretty risky. I don't know why I forgot to mention it earlier. So let's say, for instance, that you buy your tokens with Coinbase or Binance, FTX, or you invest with Blockfi, for instance, and or something, or even you buy your tokens with Robinhood, for instance. Okay. Well, if you put all your assets on one centralized exchange, like these are all centralized, and they run into trouble with the government for whatever reason, okay, or the system goes down, okay, the computer system goes down, they've been hacked, they have a power failure, they've got somebody working inside stole the money, God knows, okay, anything bad that can happen will happen at some point. Remember that. Okay, so don't keep all your money on one central exchange. Okay, don't put all your assets in at Binance or at Coinbase or at Blockfi or at Robinhood or whatever. Why? You should also have wallets outside. Okay, like DeFi wallets, like MetaMask, for instance, or get a hardware wallet, okay? And take your coins out of centralized exchanges and put them on MetaMask, and then with MetaMask you can go on the various DeFi projects that I keep talking about in my numerous videos, okay? Yeah, they offer investment products within the centralized exchange. That's nice. But again, if for some reason the government says, oh, we cannot have Binance in our country anymore, like it's happening in Malaysia, for instance, and Thailand also wants to sue Binance, and who knows, your country might be next. Okay? Don't keep all your money there. Okay, maybe you won't be able to access it. Maybe the government's going to block their IP address, or God knows what they're going to do. Okay, or again, in South Africa, a centralized exchange at $3 billion worth of investment. In South Africa, there was this central exchange, and the two owners, okay, decided to run with $3 billion of the people's deposits. Don't keep your money in there. Or don't put too much, or don't put all your money in centralized exchanges. I talked about Blockfi a minute ago. Blockfi is getting in trouble with several US states, okay, because they claim that they're not following the securities regulations, okay. So now several Blockfi is blocking people from various US states from investing there, and if you had money invested there, well, you need to take it out, because maybe you won't be able to access it eventually. Okay, so you have to be careful. Okay, don't put all your money at the same place. Another thing I wanted to mention before we finish, because this is getting to be a long video. Places like Robinhood, okay, and they tell you, okay, you can buy a Bitcoin there or Ethereum or whatever, and it's not really Bitcoin and it's not really Ethereum. You can't take that coin out and put it on MetaMask, for instance, and deposit it on Balance or Aave or whatever. Basically, they sell you a derivative, okay, that mimics the price fluctuations of Bitcoin, Ethereum. So it's just a derivative, okay? So if, let's say, you invested $1,000 in Bitcoin on your Robinhood account, and you say, oh, I want to put it on Balancer because I can earn 20% interest on it, and you create your MetaMask wallet, and you want to transfer your Bitcoin from Robinhood to MetaMask, it's not going to happen. You're going to have to sell your Bitcoin, and if you made a profit, you're going to have to declare that profit, pay tax on it, and then you're going to have to make a withdrawal from Robinhood in cash, deposit that in your bank account, and then you're going to have to go to another exchange like Binance, Coinbase, or whatever, and then from there you're going to rebuy your Bitcoin, and then put your MetaMask wallet address in there, make a withdrawal from Binance, Coinbase, whatever, and then transfer to your MetaMask wallet. So that's a lot of steps if you invested in coins in Robinhood, and also you're penalized by taxes if you made any profit. If you made a loss, then you get a tax loss you can deduct against your income, but think about that before you make your investments. Okay? So that's it for today. If you like this kind of video, please like and subscribe. And don't forget, there's a free book I'm giving away for free. Okay, this is my free book that explains some of my strategies. And if you don't want to get it for free, you can go on Amazon and pay $5.99 for it. So, all right, have a good day. Bye-bye.